welcome to the channel. So it's been a while. I'll talk about everything that's been going on the last few months in a second, but as you can see by the title of this video, it's all going to be about the importance of a why. It's actually taken me a few takes and a few times to try and do this video because it just sounded a bit too soppy before. I'm going to keep it lighthearted. It's nothing heavy. It's all very simple and all very honest and truthful. So if you follow me, you might have seen at the beginning of this year, I did a video all about the Isle of Wight Ultra that I had planned a couple of weeks ago. So I do have the Isle of Wight again, which I'm going to do on the beginning of May. So it's just over 12 weeks. I'm going to do a proper plan for that. And I will be incorporating those two factors. To cut a long story short, I turned up, I did half of it, but I realized that day something that I probably should have realized maybe a long time ago, that my heart and my head just really wasn't in it that day. And I probably should have realized probably a long time before, but I just realized that day that actually the long durations, the super long ultra things, they just don't really do it for me anymore. And I've got to be straight up and honest. I feel like, I don't know, maybe I was just trying to do a challenge for the sake of doing a challenge, and therefore lies the problem. You have to have a reason, a purpose, a really proper why to do these events, do these challenges, whether it's an Ultraman or an Ultra Ironman or an ultra distance run or whatever it is you're doing, high rocks. The importance of a why is crucial. And for me that day, just in literally mile one, I realized I just had no why. Oof. Definitely a few more hills than I thought. I had done that race before a few times. I've done 100K before a few times. But more importantly, I don't actually like, as I said earlier, I don't really enjoy going much more than a couple of hours of running because I love doing so much other stuff in my training. But before I proceed, I do want to quickly say I can completely see why millions of people absolutely love ultra running. And for so many people, it completely ticks all the boxes. It floats their boat brilliantly. But for me, because I do love kettlebells and calisthenics and weights, rucking, which I'm doing right now, gravel biking, and all the other stuff that I love doing, I just don't really have enough time and enough passion to take that time to go for the long runs as well. Because I got these two here, Woody and Dougal as well, just means that going out for those long runs and then coming back and then going out for another, taking these guys out for a walk or whatever, it just eats up a little bit too much time of the day. And more importantly, it's too much time spent doing something that I don't necessarily really want to do. So again, it goes back to the point, you've got to have a purpose, a reason, and a love to do what you want to do. Otherwise, there's just not much point. And all this might sound like a complete truism and probably a load of waffle, but for me, it was a realization, a sort of something clicked in my head that I suddenly realized I'm not really into it. Back from that little hike, walk, ruck. As I said, dogs don't. As I said out there, I think just, yeah, my heart, my head wasn't quite in it. And I think especially when you have to do things like keep buying new trainers to get you out running, to sort of get you going, which isn't a good sign. So I actually did buy a new pair of these ones here, the Nike Ultrafly Trails, which are a great shoe, but annoyingly I actually got these in 11, which is a little bit too big. I even picked up another pair of the Mont Blanc Carbons, which is also a brilliant shoe. But I just think those are just signs that actually, if you need to buy loads of extra stuff like the fancy shoes all the time, the fancy watches, to give yourself some impetus to go out for the long, super long runs, something's not quite right. So I'm going to be just true to myself and true to everyone out there, and just probably call it on those ultras. Might still squeeze in a 50 at some point, but generally speaking, the hundreds and certainly not 100 miles. I'm just not me. It's not me. Which is cool because now I'm excited to just get back to what I love doing with all the other bits and bobs, the swinging, kettlebells, and the weights and pull-ups and running, and a little bit of running. But yeah, that's pretty much it. But there's actually a lot more other stuff to talk about, which is going to probably have to be another video. I qualified as a gut health specialist, so I've done my course in that. I'm actually writing a book right now all about how the gut health affects exercise, how certain microbes can help break down lactic acid or increase muscle mass via protein absorption, and the importance of having a gut health and lots of other things that affect the gut, that can affect training, exercise, whatever it is. It's pretty cool. I'm really enjoying writing it, but it's taking quite a long time. And there's could be potentially a supplement, a probiotic coming too, but that again is another thing to talk about in a lot more detail in another video, which is probably a little bit more serious, rather than just blasé, whatever the word is, washing that over with a quick comment. Right, enough waffle. I hope that was of any interest or any help. But yeah, please leave comments below if you've also been in a certain situation, predicament, time of your life where you've been doing something but you just realize actually it's just not quite right for you. So yeah, I think it's going to be closing the book on the long ones and see what happens in the future. But the cool thing is it opens up more time for lots more cool things. Right, I'm gonna leave it there. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all very soon for lots more updates, lots more videos about lots of other things. See you soon. Take care. Lots of love. Bye.